If you have watched my previous videos, you would know how internet works, and what roles does web server play in the communication. If you haven't yet watched those videos, I highly recommend you watching my previous video here. Web server sends back data upon your request to the browser that's known as response. It provides support for HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP specifies how to transfer linked web documents between two computers. It's a textual, stateless protocol. Textual means all commands are plain text and human-readable. Stateless means neither the server nor the client remember previous communications. What is a request-response workflow? Upon receiving a request, an HTTP server checks if the requested URL matches an existing file. If so, the web server sends the file content back to the browser. If not, the server will check if it should generate a file dynamically for the request. If neither of these options are possible, the web server returns an error message to the browser, most commonly 404 not found. We will take a look at different status messages that the web server returns in a separate video. Web server can be a hardware, a software, or both of them working together. On hardware side, it's a computer that stores web server software and websites files. It connects to the internet and supports physical data interchange with devices connected to the web. On software side, it's HTTP server that controls how web users access hosted files and understands URLs and HTTP. It can be accessed through the domain names of the websites it stores, and delivers the content of these hosted websites to the end user's device. To publish a website, you need either a static or a dynamic web server. A static web server, or stack, consists of a computer with an HTTP server. The server sends its hosted files as is to your browser in case of static web server. A dynamic web server, on the other hand, consists of a static web server plus extra software, most commonly an application server and a database. The application server updates the hosted files before sending content to your browser via the HTTP server in case of dynamic web server. Let's take a look at key features and advantages of a dedicated web server. A dedicated web server is always up and running. Excluding downtime and system troubles, it's always connected to the internet. It can have the same IP address all the time. It is typically maintained by a third party. That concludes our today's introductory video on web server. Thank you for watching. Comment below if you want me to cover any more topics like this. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos. Happy learning!